Have you ever looked down at your dinner plate and felt a wave of fear? Not because the food was bad, but because you had no idea if it was quietly destroying your kidneys? I've seen that look too many times. Patients with tired eyes, holding back questions they're afraid to ask, "Doctor, can I even eat meat anymore?" My name is Dr. Johnny, and after 15 years working with chronic kidney disease patients, let me tell you, it's not the meat that's the problem. It's choosing the wrong kind of meat, the wrong way, at the wrong time. And that mistake, it doesn't just affect your next lab result. It could push you one step closer to dialysis, without you even realizing it. But here's the part no one tells you: some meats, yes, real meat can actually help lower your creatinine, protect your kidneys, and rebuild your strength. No pill, no gimmicks, just smart, healing food. In this video, I'm going to show you the 3 safest, most kidney-friendly meats you can eat, even if you're in stage 3, 4, or on dialysis. I'll share the real stories of patients who turn their labs around with simple changes. And I'll give you one easy habit to do before bed that helps boost kidney circulation without any supplements at all. So stay with me, because the first meat on our list is something so simple, most people overlook it. But for kidney patients, it can be the difference between slow decline and long-term stability. Let's start with fresh white fish. Let me tell you something that surprises a lot of my patients. One of the most powerful meats for protecting your kidneys is also one of the quietest on your plate. Fresh white fish. It doesn't scream flavor. It doesn't flood your senses like a steak or a burger. But for someone living with kidney disease, this is protein in its purest, cleanest form. No gimmicks, no hidden damage. Just gentle, bioavailable fuel your body can actually use without drowning your kidneys in excess waste. When your kidneys are struggling, every bite of food becomes a decision, a trade-off. And here's why white fish is a no-brainer. A 3-ounce serving of cod, haddock, tilapia, or sole gives you 19 to 22 grams of high-quality protein, but barely 150 to 200 milligrams of phosphorus, and even that phosphorus is organic, meaning your body doesn't absorb it the same way it does from processed meats. That's a game changer. It's not just about numbers, it's about results. I remember David, 67 years old, stage 4 CKD, worn down by sleepless nights, joint pain, and relentless itching. His phosphorus levels were dangerously high, pushing 6.8. His diet packed with lunch meats and sausage, what he thought was helping him stay strong. We swapped it out. 3 times a week, he started baking fresh cod at home. 4 months later, his phosphorus dropped to 4.2. No more itching, no more pain. And for the first time in months, he slept through the night. But that's not all. White fish is also naturally low in potassium, just 200 to 250 milligrams per serving. That makes it a safer option than many plant-based proteins that quietly overload you with potassium, putting your heart at risk. And if you've ever worried about gout, good news: white fish is low in purines, meaning it won't spike your uric acid or trigger joint pain the way other animal proteins might. It's even kind to your heart. With less than 1 gram of saturated fat per serving, it supports healthy cholesterol and reduces cardiovascular strain, a massive win, considering kidney patients face up to 10 times higher risk of heart-related death. Add to that a touch of omega-3s, vitamin B12, and selenium, and you've got not just a protein source, but a quiet, daily form of healing. And that's the beauty of white fish. It doesn't shout, it restores. But here's the thing. Even the cleanest meat in the world won't save your kidneys. If you cook it wrong or pair it with the wrong things, that's where our next powerhouse protein comes in, something that's both familiar and underestimated, but has helped more of my patients than any supplement ever has. Let's talk about skinless chicken breast. Now, if white fish is the quiet healer, then skinless chicken breast is the steady lifeline. It's not flashy, it's not trendy, but when your kidneys are fighting to stay above water, this one simple protein can make the difference between progress and slow decline. Let's break it down. In just 3 ounces of skinless, boneless chicken breast, you get around 26 grams of high biological value protein. That means your body absorbs and uses nearly every gram, rebuilding muscle, boosting immune function, and maintaining your energy without leaving a pile of toxic waste behind for your kidneys to clean up. It's low in phosphorus, about 190 milligrams per serving, and most of that is organic, not the dangerous inorganic type found in deli meats, frozen nuggets, or fast food chicken. That's a critical difference, because when phosphorus builds up, your parathyroid glands go into overdrive, pulling calcium from your bones and depositing it in places it doesn't belong, like your heart valves, your arteries, your joints. The result: pain, calcification, dangerous complications that could have been prevented with something as simple as switching the kind of chicken you eat. Take Susan. She's a 54-year-old nurse I worked with stage 3 CKD, battling fatigue, bone pain, and valve calcification. She was eating processed chicken patties every day, thinking they were harmless. But her labs kept climbing. After swapping those out for fresh, skinless, home-cooked chicken breast, her phosphorus dropped, her bone pain disappeared, and her cardiologist was able to reduce her meds. No pills or no crash diets, just better choices. Chicken breast is also heart-friendly. It has less than 1 gram of saturated fat, which helps lower LDL cholesterol, manage blood pressure, and reduce fluid overload, something every kidney patient knows too well. It's low in potassium, about 220 to 250 milligrams, and it's also naturally low in purines. That's huge if you've ever battled gout or joint inflammation alongside kidney issues. And the micronutrient bonus: you get a dose of vitamin B6, zinc, selenium, and iron, all of which support red blood cell production, nerve function, and immunity. These are the silent systems that start falling apart when your kidneys decline. But with the right fuel, you can hold the line. Just remember, how you prepare it matters. Skip the marinades, the salty sauces, the phosphate-loaded seasoning packets. Bake it, grill it. Use lemon, garlic, ginger, herbs. Keep it clean and your kidneys will thank you. But what if you want a little variety, something lean, powerful, and often overlooked, but just as healing? That's where our third protein steps in, and for many of my patients, it became a turning point. Let me introduce you to fresh turkey breast. Now, I know what you're thinking: turkey. Really, isn't that just holiday food? But here's the truth: fresh turkey breast, skinless, unprocessed, and cooked right, is one of the most underrated, kidney-safe meats you can eat. It's clean, it's powerful, and for many of my patients, it's the missing piece that helps them recover strength, reduce creatinine, and finally feel in control of their numbers. Just like chicken breast, turkey delivers about 25 grams of high-quality protein per 3-ounce serving. But what sets it apart is its exceptional micronutrient profile, especially for people dealing with inflammation, fatigue, and mineral imbalance. It's naturally low in phosphorus, around 190-200 milligrams per serving, and again, that's organic phosphorus, which the body absorbs far less of. That means less burden on your kidneys, less calcification in your arteries, and better bone protection. And the potassium, still within safe range, about 250 milligrams per serving. For most patients, that's manageable with portion control and smart food pairing. But here's where turkey really shines. It's packed with niacin, vitamin B6, selenium, zinc, and iron. These aren't just vitamins, they're defenders. Niacin and B6 help improve blood vessel health, fight brain fog, and reduce nerve inflammation, key for CKD patients dealing with tingling, fatigue, and low mood. Selenium supports glutathione production, your body's master antioxidant, which helps reduce oxidative stress inside the kidneys. And the iron in turkey, especially when paired with something like red bell pepper or a squeeze of lemon, helps fight anemia, one of the most exhausting complications of kidney disease. I'll never forget Robert, a 58-year-old construction foreman with stage 4 CKD. He was losing muscle, couldn't finish a day of work, and his albumin was critically low at 2.8. But when we cut out the processed proteins, frozen dinners, canned soups, deli meats, and replaced them with fresh turkey breast 3 times a week, everything started to change. His albumin rose to 3.6. His strength came back. And 4 months later, he was back on the job, full-time, smiling again. The key here is fresh, not deli turkey, not smoked, brined, or cured slices from a plastic package. Always choose raw, skinless turkey breast with no preservatives. Cook it slow. Keep the seasoning natural. Let the meat do the healing. Because once you understand that food is no longer just nutrition, it's medicine, you begin to realize the power you hold at every meal. And speaking of healing beyond food, there's something else I give to nearly every kidney patient I work with. It's free, it's simple, and it happens at night when your body needs the most support. Let me show you the bedtime habit that helps restore kidney circulation while you sleep. Now let's talk about something that doesn't come in a bottle or on a plate, but has helped more of my patients than most medications. Gentle evening stretching, paired with deep, slow breathing. It might sound simple, but don't underestimate it, because when your kidneys are under stress, your body needs more than just nutrients. It needs circulation, steady blood flow, clean, consistent oxygen delivery to those tiny, overworked nephrons. And one of the most effective ways to improve that happens in the quiet moments before bed. Just 5 minutes of light stretching, something as basic as a seated forward fold, helps increase blood flow to your lower back and kidney region. Follow that with 2 or 3 minutes of diaphragmatic breathing, inhaling slowly through your nose, letting your belly rise, then exhaling longer than you inhale, and you've just triggered your parasympathetic nervous system. That's your body's rest and repair mode. And when that system is activated, inflammation drops, blood pressure stabilizes, kidney workload eases right when it matters most during the night. Studies from Cleveland Clinic have shown that just a few minutes of light yoga and breath work can reduce markers of kidney inflammation, especially in people with elevated creatinine. So no, it's not magic, but it's powerful. And best of all, it's yours. Anytime, anywhere. But while movement restores circulation, certain nutrients can either protect your kidneys or silently push them closer to failure. And knowing the difference, that's everything. Let's talk about the 3 vitamins you should be taking, and the 3 you absolutely must avoid. Now let's talk about something that doesn't come in a bottle or on a plate, but has helped more of my patients than most medications. Gentle evening stretching, paired with deep, slow breathing. It might sound simple, but don't underestimate it, because when your kidneys are under stress, your body needs more than just nutrients. It needs circulation, steady blood flow, clean, consistent oxygen delivery to those tiny, overworked nephrons. And one of the most effective ways to improve that happens in the quiet moments before bed. Just 5 minutes of light stretching, something as basic as a seated forward fold, helps increase blood flow to your lower back and kidney region. Follow that with 2 or 3 minutes of diaphragmatic breathing, inhaling slowly through your nose, letting your belly rise, then exhaling longer than you inhale, and you've just triggered your parasympathetic nervous system. That's your body's rest and repair mode. And when that system is activated, inflammation drops, blood pressure stabilizes, kidney workload eases right when it matters most during the night. Studies from Cleveland Clinic have shown that just a few minutes of light yoga and breath work can reduce markers of kidney inflammation, especially in people with elevated creatinine. So no, it's not magic, but it's powerful. And best of all, it's yours. Anytime, anywhere. But while movement restores circulation, certain nutrients can either protect your kidneys or silently push them closer to failure. And knowing the difference, that's everything. If there's one thing I want you to take away from this video, it's this: you have more control than you think. I know it can feel overwhelming watching your creatinine rise, hearing medical terms you barely understand, trying to make sense of lab results while juggling fatigue, medications, appointments, and fear. It's a lot. I've seen it firsthand. But I've also seen something else: the incredible power of small, consistent changes. You don't need a perfect diet. You don't need to give up everything you love. You just need to be strategic. Choose proteins that support your kidneys, not stress them. Learn how to prepare them simply, without hidden additives. Add one gentle bedtime habit to improve circulation. Pay attention to which vitamins you're using, because some may quietly help, while others can quietly harm. And most of all, give your body time to respond. Healing, especially when it comes to the kidneys, doesn't happen overnight. But I promise you, when you nourish wisely, rest intentionally, and stay consistent, you'll see shifts in your labs, in your energy, in how you sleep, in how you feel waking up. And if you've ever felt like you're alone in this, you're not. I've worked with thousands of patients just like you moms, dads, teachers, truck drivers, farmers, nurses, veterans, good people, fighting hard to protect the life they still want to live. And what made the biggest difference? Not just the treatments, but the knowledge. Knowing what to eat, what to avoid, what to ask, what to believe. That's why I make these videos. Because I believe you deserve clear, honest, compassionate guidance without fear, without confusion, without overwhelm. Just the truth and tools you can actually use. So if you found this helpful, save this video, bookmark it, come back to it anytime. And most importantly, don't keep it to yourself. Someone else you care about might be quietly struggling with the same questions. Share it with them, because this kind of knowledge, it saves kidneys, and sometimes it saves lives. And if you want to keep learning, if you're ready to take the next step in your health journey, subscribe to this channel now. I'll be here every week, walking with you through this, step by step, not with hype or fear, but with real answers, real science, and real hope. Because kidney health isn't just about surviving, it's about living well, for as long as possible, with as much strength, clarity, and peace as possible. And if nobody's told you this today, I'm proud of you for showing up, for watching, for caring, and for trying. That means something. That means everything. Stay strong, stay informed, and I'll see you in the next video.